Hi, I'm Richie Zellon, and I'd like to welcome you to today's repertoire lesson, in which I'm going to show you some insights on how to play Just Friends using chord melody. But before we begin, I want to invite you to download a complimentary PDF I've prepared with regular notation and tablature so you can follow along. You can download it from jazzguitar.richiezellon.com. A disclaimer before we proceed. This is not a formal arrangement, but instead a sketch which serves as a suggested starting point for you to craft your own version. Okay, that said, I'm going to first freely play and improvise over a couple of choruses of Just Friends, and right after that I'm going to show you what's on the lead sheet and give you some more insights and some alternative options for you to play some different chords and whatever. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's look at the PDF, and I'm going to break this down into 4 measure segments. And I just want to say before we jump into this that what you heard previously, I was not reading the PDF. I was improvising over it. Just I can't play it the same every time I play it. See, I don't read this stuff. I learn it and I use it as a starting point to actually improvise, both over the chord melody and the lines that I play. So if you're still not at a level where you can do that, just feel free to play it exactly as written on the PDF. But a true jazz musician will always play it differently. Rhythmically speaking, harmonically, throwing in different substitutions, different possibilities that the melody might suggest. Okay, so let's take a look at the first 4 measures on the PDF, including the pickup note, which is a B here. This is in the key of G, by the way, and we're starting with C major 7, which is the 4 chord. And that's one of my favorite voicings. It's a 5-note chord, 3rd, root, the 9th on the 3rd string, and it creates that major 2nd, which gives it a lot of bite. Then the 5th on the 2nd string and the major 7 on the 1st string. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so on the 3rd measure here, we have a C minor 7. I'm playing that with a voicing in 4ths. And then I'm playing the 3rd on the 12th fret here. And then we hear just the 3rd and the flatted 7th. And then I invert that for the final note over the F9, and I have that tritone here with the 2 guide tones that represent the F dominant, the flatted 7th and the 3rd. Okay, am I getting too redundant here? Okay, that's for those of you out there that don't understand your theory too well, but I'm not going to get into a lot of that here. Anyways, after that, it goes to the G major 9. And another voicing in 4ths. To B flat minor 7 here, another voicing in 4ths. So just like the one we played previously over C minor 7. Same concept. And then we're going to the E flat 9 by adding the 3rd here with my pinky and the tritone again. So those first 8 measures. 2, 3, 4, 1. Now you'll notice that we're staying on each one of these chords for a long time. And if you listened previously while I was playing it, I throw in a lot of lines and things to fill in the space, and that's the idea, you know. You know, that type of thing. Okay, here we're on the 9th measure. To the D7. I'm playing this voicing here, which is a substitution for the F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Going to a B7 altered, so I'm forming a 2-5 to resolve to the E minor 7. See how I'm harmonizing the melody here by keeping the rest of the chord underneath it. We always want to try and do that whenever possible. Sorry about that. And then we go to the 13th measure. The turnaround, A minor to D9, D minor 7 to D flat 9. So those last 8 measures of the first page would be Notice I didn't play it exactly like it's written. I play it differently every time how I feel it. If not, it wouldn't be jazz. It would be very stiff. And it also depends on the tempo that you're playing it at. At a slower tempo, you can be more precise with exactly what's written on the paper. But once you speed it up, you have to compensate for a few things by shortening some notes or throwing in some syncopation, whatever is necessary. Okay? So going to the next page, the second page, it repeats that A section again. So the first 8 measures are the same. And then the final 8 measures on the second page, we go back again to that A minor. And then goes up here. Now it goes to this F sharp minor 7 flat 5, and I play it like this. To the B7 flat 9. See, I'm doing the same concept I did earlier with the E minor 7. Only that I'm doing it up here. The melody's changed this time around, so just basically going up the scale on the first 2 strings while keeping the voicing down here. And this is the gives us the same effect of a piano player playing the chord with the left hand and playing the melody with the right hand, you know. It's wonderful when we can do that, but we can usually only do it when the melody is on the first couple of strings, rarely on the 3rd string. So that takes us to the last 4 measures, which starts with this A9 up here, and an inversion of it down here. And then we have an A minor to a D9. But I'm really playing what can be seen as a D sus4 to the D9 13. So, and ending on the G major 9, another voicing in 4ths. So this arrangement I just want to add, and this is the case for most of the arrangements that I'm doing in this repertoire series. They're mainly for a trio setting, that is guitar, bass, and drums, or maybe a duet setting where you're playing with a bass player, and you're carrying the melody and, you know, accenting some of the main notes in the melody of the standard with chords. That's mainly what it is. A solo arrangement for solo guitar would require a lot more, and that's beyond the scope of these lessons. But you can use this arrangement, this sketch, to fill it in and begin any kind of arrangement for that matter, okay? So just be sure to listen to a lot of different versions of Just Friend. Listen to what piano players are doing, how they're filling in the spaces when they play the melody, how they embellish around it, okay? And try to get some ideas, experiment, and above all, have fun. And I will see you next time.